Right, guys, so today I'm making this video because there are some people that's been watching my other videos, and they're coming from another server, and they ask me a lot of questions about ArcheRage, how is it, and I think it's very cool actually that people watching my videos and actually wants to join the server, right? So one question they asked was about like Paragon, is it possible for me to start on a faction and maybe exile to another faction later? They didn't know about the exile system. So yes, it is possible. There is an exile system in ArcheRage. Okay, and right, let's start with how does it work actually. So exile systems, how does it work? If you want to exile to another faction, there is some requirement. Okay, so let's say you started on Haranya and you want to exile to the Nuia faction. Okay, you will have to complete, okay, the chapter 101, the Battle of the Fearless quest. Okay, this is the custom server green quest line that starts in golden runes. Okay, I talk about it in another video. You start the quest into golden runes at the community center, the Crimson Watch camp actually, and there is an NPC there that has like a exclamation mark that is green on top of his head. The quest line start there, chapter 100. Okay, so you will go to chapter 100, chapter 101, and until the end of the chapter 101 you need to have complete the quest number 25 of chapter 101, which is called the Battle of the Fearless. Okay, so that is one first thing. Okay, you also need to complete actually I think it's chapter 7. Okay, but if you have not complete chapter 7, guys, Secrets in the Sun's End quest, like there is a problem. Like you're not ready for exile, let's be honest. Okay, but this is a requirement. I'm pretty sure it is. The other requirement is you need 10k language proficiency of the faction you're going to exile on. Okay, it doesn't, I think you just need 10k language proficiency, either Haranya or Nuia. Probably if you want to exile pirate, you also need 10k proficiency. If you want 10k proficiency very fast, I suggest you learn the language so you don't have to buy a book all the time. Okay, you can find a book at the marketplace. Language proficiency, it's 100 credit, very cheap. You can also buy 100 credit with gold, okay, for 500 gold, very cheap, guys. All right, so you use the book before you exile, so it will give you the 10k you need for the proficiency over here. Okay, I already have 20k because I did learn the language to the maximum. Also, how does exile work? So you go here to the community, you go to the faction tab, okay, and now you can see which exiles are available. Okay, exile will be available to the stronger from the stronger faction to the weaker faction. Okay, right now they are closed from Nuia to Haranya and Haranya to Nuia. It is not available right now. Okay, as you can see here, not available. Okay, why is that? Because both faction has a lot of activity points. Okay, see, like Haranya has stage 9 high activity and Nuia has stage 10 very high activity. So right now it is not open. How do you open? How do you get less or more activity? Is by the faction doing a lot of stuff, killing world bosses, PvE, like the castle zone, like the more territories you own, the more it will be considered that you have like more faction activity ranks, right? So if you own like 3 territories, you will obviously be the stronger faction. So that is how it works for the Exile. Okay, so in Maranople, if you want to exile to the pirate faction, you will have to go up top, okay? Here, the Exile is faction. It is open right now from Nuia to pirate, okay? As you can see here, we'll go and check again. Faction available, okay? Capacity Nuia Alliance 17 Exile. So there is right now, there is 17 spot open from Nuia to the pirate faction, okay? There is no spot open from Haranya right now because Haranya is considered a weaker faction, so you cannot exile from Haranya right now. The faction needs to get stronger before they open exile, okay? So this is the pirate NPC right there, okay? If you're in Nuia, obviously, this is the pirate NPC. And I'll show you the Haranya NPC. It's just behind the hero hall. It is not here right now because the NPC will appear only if the exiles are available, okay? So the NPC is right here behind the hero hall. As you can see, the hero hall is here. It's over here. Okay, it is not there right now. Now we'll go check the NPCs actually in Solis Austera. So there's the NPC. It's over here. For going from Haranya to Nuia, okay, it says to be over here, okay? I thought it was actually on top of the hero hall at Austera, but the forums telling me it's on the island where the actual prison is, okay? So this is the Haranya prison, okay? They say it's over there. I thought it was on top of the hero hall, okay? But maybe I'm wrong. I haven't played Haranya for a long time. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was on top of hero hall. If you want to exile from Haranya to the pirate faction, the NPC should be here around the docks, okay? If I remember well, it's somewhere around here, okay? I will zoom a little bit. It's somewhere around here, okay? If I remember well. Well, not if I remember well. I'm pretty sure it's over there. So that's pretty much it, guys, about the exile system. Let me check, make sure I did not forget anything. Yeah, okay, so yeah, we'll take a look at this actually. So once a player has exiled, they cannot exile to a different faction for 2 months, okay? The item used to exile a player can be used when the target faction is available to exile, okay? Player from a dominant faction can go to a weaker faction. It also applies for returning to your native faction. If the faction activity gap is larger between the dominant and the weaker, more exile slots are available to be used. Okay, and as I said before, faction activities can be affected by many factors such as PvP, PvE, territory ownership, gear score, and general activity, okay? So this is how they calculate exile. There is an in-game mechanic for exile that's calculating by itself, okay? I don't want to spoiler here or whatever. It happens before the admin of the private server of ArcheRage. They are actually opening sometimes manual exile, okay? Usually they do it every month. Will they keep doing this? I don't know. We're not sure about this. It's always like like how can I say that? They will open it if they need to, and they won't if it doesn't make sense to do it, right? So this is how the exile works. Faction activity requirement, yeah. So as I said, 10k language proficiency. Oh, you also need 9k gear score, by the way, guys. Okay, obviously, if you're less than 9k gear scores, you should not be able to exile. You need to work on your gear first. You also cannot exile as a hero. If you have the hero cloak, you cannot exile until the hero cycle is over, which makes sense. And that was it. You also cannot be in a guild. You will have to leave your guild first. Okay, so that was it, guys, for the exile system. I hope it helps. See you guys in the future videos. GG.